We're talking about Boston, where 377 people died from opioid-related overdoses in 2023, the most of any community in the state. The city has already received more than $12 million in opioid settlement funds, but has only spent a small fraction of the money. Boston is the epicenter of the Massachusetts overdose crisis, topping the state in opioid-related deaths and dollars from the opioid settlement funds. The city is receiving $39 million in all through 2038 to address the problem. Dr. Bisola Ojikutu is executive director of the Boston Public Health Commission. It doesn't look like Boston has spent a lot of money if you look at the state's dashboard.
Right. So let me explain. So we have spent, as of February 7th, $525,880.
But that's less than 5% of the $12 million it's received so far. The lack of spending is an issue across the state. The latest figures go through the end of last June. 135 communities had not used any of the opioid settlement money they received, and the vast majority of cities and towns spent less than 10% of the money.
Get this money out the door. People are dying.
State Senator John Velas is threatening to give settlement money for cities and towns to the state, which has already spent 60% of its share.
But we might be getting to that point where it just makes sense for the states to take that money back.
Are you concerned about that money potentially being taken back?
Well, that would be very problematic.
Dr. Ojikutu says all of Boston's $12 million has been allocated, but the city did not provide a detailed breakdown of where that money is going.
You know, obviously this crisis is not going away, so we're not spending the money as one lump sum.
The city did tell us the settlement money is paying for things like a family overdose support fund, community overdose response grants, support for low-threshold housing services, and distribution of naloxone across the city.
We've seen the impact of these funds already. Overdoses have decreased in the city of Boston.
Across the river in Cambridge, 31 people died from opioid-related overdoses in 2023. It's only spent 4% of its more than $4 million received so far in opioid settlement funds. $170,000 for this medical outreach van for CASPAR's First Step outreach program that meets people in the community.
They stay outside, they don't deal with the problem, and so bringing it to them and also being able to see the actual situation in the van with the right lighting has been huge.
Cambridge tells us about $600,000 a year will go toward the van's operations, and it's still evaluating how to spend the rest of the money. It's receiving $16 million in all.
I know from the leaders I talked to, the mayors, the town managers, other elected officials, they want to be responsive to this crisis.
Adam Chapdelaine is executive director of the Massachusetts Municipal Association.
It certainly could display a lack of urgency, but I have a confidence that the communities are trying to plan for the best use of those funds.
If you want to see how much money your community is receiving in opioid settlement funds and how much it's actually spent so far, go to our website, WCVB.com. Mike Bodette, 5 Investigates.